All right, welcome to Combat Corners, Punches and Kicks and Other Ill. You know what I'm talking about. Anyway, I got Coach Kush with me. Everybody knows Coach Kush from Season 20 of The Ultimate Fighter and one of the top striking coaches here at Roufus Sport. We're going to be addressing today is pad work defense. Now, one thing a lot of people don't realize what pad work was designed for, especially from Thailand, is to duplicate sparring as opposed to sharpening. There are different types of pad works, but one thing I've been having some success with training our athletes and switching, what I like to do is always assess my performance as a coach after we lose a fight. I want to see what I can do better to make the athlete perform better the next time around. And one thing I've been really working on is training the MMA fighters, especially more like an actual striker. Now that's the thing, a lot of good pad holders in boxing and kickboxing and in Thai boxing are making you work the whole time. See, a lot of people think great pad holding is just, I'm hitting, I'm blasting the pads, but what people don't realize, hitting is not what tires you out in a fight. What tires you out is when people throw big shots at you, you have to defend, and then you have to react and crack back. So to me, that's the hardest part of training. And personally, I know when I was fighting in kickboxing, especially K1 days, a lot of my kickboxing days, I was a smaller heavyweight. I fought around 220 pounds, 100 kilos, and I'd fight guys who were 40 pounds heavier than me, and it was a big difference. So that being said, you gotta really have a good base, good stamina, and know how to absorb shots. Now, if we're just defending across and he just kind of touches me with the pad, you're doing your athlete a disservice. He wants to put that mid on me. The reason being, I want to get used to, one, having the power. I use my core, I push off the back foot, I tuck my chin, I push that block, because if I don't, he swings hard, oh, boom, see, I broke my core. And I like to learn from my mistakes. I unfortunately learned the hard way when I fought a beast by the name of Mike Bernardo, that I wasn't doing enough hard sparring and I wasn't doing enough hard pads before the fight. When he was hitting me, it was moving me all over the place. So I like to turn losses into lessons, and I learned that, and that's when I really focused on always 100% in every detail. 100% on offense, definitely. When I train light, spar light, I still do all my defenses 100%. That's what you see from great fighters. You'll see some good clips up right now. I've been posting on my Instagram of Canelo, and I also put up a great clip of Guillermo Rigondeaux, who's two-time Olympian champion, world boxing champion, professional, great core evading shots, and we'll lead into that later into these punches and kicks. But the big thing, like I said, don't take a break. He hits at me just because I'm arm here. I'm knocked out of space, because if he goes cross at me, boom, there's the hook, the finish, the low kick easy. So it all starts from the base. So one thing I like to do, move on a diagonal. By moving on the diagonal, two things happen. I suppress his power. The second thing that happened, it brought my hand closer to him to fire back. See, if I step straight, I'm still at the end of his reach and I'm still farther away. So I cut that angle. So by cutting the angle, I block and touch right back. And I don't want to get crazy wild on my counter, because here's what you got to remember. If he's going across, most likely he's going a hook, a jab, or an uppercut. So I got to fit that punch right back in. So focus, keep the eyes on him, popping right back. I'm always pushing off that toe. That's a big thing, the core. Like I said, and you see Coach Kush is bringing it. Now, as we get better, we want to be able to do it from no matter what. I pop a jab at him, I've got to be able to bring that punch back. But again, I get used to someone actually throwing the pads as hard as they can. And that's the one thing I'll say. I've been blessed. My last 3 fights of my career, coach was training me. My coach Stan in boxing, and then good Thai pad holders who lived with me here and also trained me in Las Vegas. It's real important. I want to get tired doing pads. I don't want to get tired, get beat up sparring. So that's the thing. I don't mind making my mistakes, or I don't mind him beating me up with the pads a little. What I mean by beating me up, trying to wear me out, because that's the safest way. I don't want to catch a fist. I don't want to catch a shin, etc. So that's a big thing. When we do good pads, the pad holders get just as tired, or sometimes even more tired as the striker. Yeah, we're tired at the end of the day because we really bring it, but that's what makes them strong. And that's a whole nother key why Anthony Pettis kicks so hard. I'll show that secret real soon in the method of the pad holding. But like I said, I'm always ready off a combo to fire back. Even if I pop that jab, you see, then I'm ready to keep going if I need to. Boom. And then, like I said, if I throw a 1, 2, 3 even at coach, you see I come off the opposite side. And that one's even harder actually. We'll switch sides actually. The cross is natural. It's almost like your Spartan shield, but the hook is a skilled block. You got to work even harder because, like I said, on the cross, it's just a little movement. But the thing is, on the hook, I'm going to have to move. I really turn that body to pick it off. There's a good clip right now. I like both boxers, Miguel Cotto and Canelo. They're both great fighters. You can see Canelo's really doing a lot of preparation, and he's sharing the videos right now of how to counter the Cotto hook, and he's really working on that right now because, like I said, he's picking it up, bang, and that's the key. You just button hook it right back. A natural thing to do. You get hit with the hook, you want to, boom, I get clipped with that right hand. So when you are blocking, it's all about that counter quick. So you touch it and pop it right back. So again, it's that touching it right back. Like I said, we even do it off the jab sometimes to get slicker and returning it. So again, the biggest thing is the core. Really cool. I love these mitts. These are the pro mitts from Combat Corner. They're great. All that protection there. But again, he's throwing the mitt like so. He doesn't throw the mitt like so that is painful. And if we have an open mitt, he could poke my eyes, cut me. So again, watch how Coach swings that mitt. It's over the top. But that helps with the conditioning too, because what Coach does, he puts all the weight on me. So it makes me work, you see. I gotta use my legs there, and that's the key. If my legs are straight, boom, he's knocking me over. So coaches, people who are helping coach, you're drilling with your friends, heavier on the defense. That's how we get in shape. If you wanna get used to someone throwing bombs at you in the ring or the cage, we got to get used to coach throwing bombs at us. Does that make sense, everybody? I hope it does, because that's the thing. I'd rather get tired doing a drill than get smoked in the ring. Unfortunately, guys, learn from my pain. Let my pain be your gain. Don't let that happen to you in the ring. So that being said, I hope that helps. That's real important. Legs, core, eyes, keeping them on the target. But yeah, let people swing at you. That's why boxers are so good at counterfighting. They have their pad holders swinging at them, bop, 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 hard, so they can react. That's why the reactions are so darn good. That being said, speaking of so darn good, what can I say? Punches and kicks and other ill stuff from Combat Corner. All our gear we're rocking. I'm really thankful. Also, it's really awesome. I saw so many great people at the Combat Corner Grappling Championship. That was one of the smoothest grappling tournaments I've ever been to, and a lot of camaraderie, great competition. So thanks again. Nice seeing everyone at the Combat Corner. Speaking of combat, Combat Con coming up down in Biloxi on November the 6th and 7th. Gonna be awesome. Speaking of even bigger fights, our Combat Corner friend, and used to train here, but now trains down in Jersey, but he still stops in and trains with us, Corey Anderson, taking a big fight down in Brazil with Fabio Maldonado. Good luck to Corey. Good health, good training. I know you can do it, champ. Also another Combat Corner, and our man, Emmanuel El Matador Sanchez, or as we like to call him, Overtime. He's fighting November 6th on Spike TV versus Justin Lawrence. Don't miss him. And last but not least, where do I get all this energy? Because I'm on it. I'd like to thank On It. I've been using the products since I got home from the Ultimate Fighter. I was on the Joe Rogan podcast. Joe got me a sample, and my life's changed since I've hit the On It. I'm in better shape, feeling great, recovering great. I highly recommend get on it. They're great products, and like I said, I'm not saying it because they pay me. I'm saying it because they've changed my life, and I want to thank them. Until then, another thing you can do, go on the Duke Roufus Striking fan page, check out more of our videos, but also I want to take requests. So if you want to request more techniques, go on my fan page and put a request. If you have other stuff you want to get to see and know, for sure, don't forget to go on there. I like getting content. I want to help you. Martial arts, combat sports has been awesome to us, so I like sharing with you guys. I have a zillion techniques, not bragging. You know, I never feel like I can run out of stuff to tell you or show you, etc. So, and whether it's the littlest detail or the craziest detail, I'd love to share it with you. So hopefully this idea helps. Like I said, I want to thank Coach Kush for always helping me train, and as well the other athletes. Not only, speaking of other Combat Corner fights we got coming up too, I just wanted to re-affirmation Eric Koch returns at UFC 195. Used to be a title contender at featherweight. He was going to fight Jose Aldo but hurt his knee. Now he's moved up to the lightweight division. Looking forward to that. Coach Kush and I will be there with him. And January 17th, it's showtime again. My main man, Anthony Showtime Pettis, he's going to be bringing it. He's not too much talk from Anthony lately, just a lot of hustle, work, dedication, and looking to make that climb back to the UFC belt. Eddie Alvarez is a legendary fighter, and that's all Anthony wants to do right now is take on legendary fighters to make himself become a legend. Again, thanks for your time, and I look forward to hearing your suggestions. Thanks again, Combat Corner. A lot of great products coming out, especially in 2016.